Hey everyone! Welcome to our journey through time. Did you know that more than 500 million people all over the world speak Spanish? That's amazing! It's one of the most widely spoken languages on the planet. But before Spanish existed, other languages were spoken on the Iberian Peninsula. These ancient tongues laid the foundation for what would eventually become Spanish. We call these languages substrate languages. They were the original voices of the land, and there weren't just one or two, there were many different ones, each with its own unique sounds and stories. There were Celtic languages spoken by the Celts. These languages were rich and vibrant. And Basque, which people still speak today. It's one of the oldest languages in Europe and has survived through the ages. Sadly, many of these languages disappeared over time, leaving only small traces. They were like whispers fading into the wind. But their influence, like secret messages from the past, can still be found in modern Spanish. Pretty cool, right? It's like a hidden treasure within the language we speak today. Then came the Romans, with their togas, and most importantly their language Latin. Latin was the language of law, government and everyday life in Roman-controlled Hispania. Imagine the busy Roman cities. Shopkeepers selling their goods, soldiers marching through the streets, all speaking Latin. Latin had a big impact on the languages of the Iberian Peninsula. Over time, the languages spoken before started to change. They mixed with Latin, creating something new. This new language, called Vulgar Latin, was the base upon which Spanish would be built. After the Roman Empire fell, the once unified region of the Iberian Peninsula was thrown into disarray. Things became a bit chaotic. Different groups, like the Visigoths, arrived, bringing their own languages and customs, further diversifying the linguistic landscape. Later, in the 8th century, the Moors came from North Africa, speaking Arabic. They brought with them not only their language, but also their rich culture and advanced knowledge. Imagine all the different languages mixing together. Vulgar Latin absorbed words from Gothic and Arabic, adding new sounds and flavors. This melting pot of languages created a unique linguistic environment. This is how languages grow, you see, always changing and adapting. They evolve by borrowing and blending elements from various sources, creating something entirely new and dynamic. From this blend of languages, Castilian emerged in the Kingdom of Castile. It was a language that carried the influences of all those who had come before. King Alfonso X, a smart and educated man, made Castilian the official language of his court. He recognized the importance of a unified language for administration and culture. This was a very important moment. It marked the beginning of Castilian Spanish as a dominant language, setting the stage for its future as the national language of Spain. Let's fast forward to the time of exploration, a period that reshaped the world in countless ways. Spanish explorers sailed across the ocean, bringing not just their culture and religion, but also their language to the Americas. Spanish took root in the New World, mixing with the languages that were already spoken there, creating a rich tapestry of linguistic diversity. Today, Spanish spoken in Mexico sounds different from Spanish spoken in Spain, reflecting centuries of regional evolution. The same goes for Argentina, Peru, and other Spanish-speaking countries, each with its own unique flavor and nuances. Each region has its own special accent and words, making the language a vibrant mosaic of expressions. Isn't it amazing how language travels, changes, and grows, adapting to new environments and cultures? Spanish is still changing today, adding new words and phrases, especially with the influence of technology and social media. It's a lively, dynamic language, spoken by millions of people all over the world, each contributing to its ongoing evolution. Who knows what the future holds for this amazing language? One thing is certain: Spanish will continue to thrive and adapt, just as it has for centuries.